He's Jeff King. I'm Andy Erickson. This is not another shooting show. We go to the great state of Minnesota, where police say a man who was dismantling his vehicle found a gun. A worker accidentally shot himself in the arm after finding a gun in the vehicle he was dismantling in Meeker County on Tuesday. The Meeker County Sheriff's Office says the accidental shooting was reported at a business on Darwin Township Road around midday. Business wasn't named. Per the police, a 48-year-old man from rural Litchfield was found with a gunshot wound to the arm, was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The victim and his coworkers were dismantling a vehicle when they found a firearm inside the vehicle. While removing and handling the firearm, it discharged and hit the victim. In other words, the guy was dicking with a gun and pulled the trigger while it was pointed at his arm.
Or his buddy shot him.
Or maybe that, too.
He was like, oh, ha, ha, bang. Oh, shit. And they're like, okay, I shot myself.
Honestly, that's the number one reason why I want my kids all proficient with firearms before they leave the house. Like, my daughter's a junior in high school, and she's probably going far away for college. I just want her to know how to clear a gun and be safe with it. I don't even really care if she shoots. I just want her to understand how to deal with it. Anyway, the victim and his coworkers I already read that part. Meeker County Sheriff Brian Cruz said all guns, quote, should be treated as if they are loaded, and due care needs to be a priority when handling firearms. That's a long way of saying all guns are always loaded. Whenever I do a permit class, the safety part is first, and so we go through the 4 rules of gun safety, and all guns are always loaded.
Yep.
And then later on, we're talking about the legal definition of a loaded firearm in South Dakota, which means there has to be a round in the chamber.
Oh, yeah. We talked about that when we went over your weird concealed carry laws and how you guys used to have to, the chamber had to be empty, but a mag could be inserted, and you weren't breaking the rules carrying in a bar.
No, if there was a round in a magazine and the magazine's in the gun, that was a loaded firearm.
Oh.
So if I was in a bar, drunk, the only thing that's illegal with alcohol or substances and firearms is intoxicated while in possession of a loaded firearm. I can be in possession of an unloaded firearm while intoxicated. That is not a crime. So under the current law, I can put the magazine back in the gun with an empty chamber and I'm good. Under the old law, the magazine would have just had to be in my pocket.
Right. Okay. Yeah. It's your new law. That's the weird one where you're like, huzzah. I've emptied the chamber. Now I'm fine. Well,
I mean, there's also a provision where it's basically it's also the same as if you were at home, you're shit-faced drunk, but then someone breaks into your house.
Yeah.
And like, you didn't intend to be in personal possession of a loaded firearm, but then this crackhead broke into your house with a machete.
I did not mean to be drunk in public.
Yeah.
I meant to be drunk in a bar. You threw me into public.
Fucking Ron White is one of my favorite comedians ever. God, that's a funny bit. He's so good. My favorite joke of his is when he's talking about hurricanes and the dumbasses are like, it won't hurt me. I'm going to just stand out here at the hurricane. And he goes, it's not that the wind is blowing. It's what the wind is blowing. So when that car hits you in the face, that's the problem. God.
Yeah.
His last Netflix special made me laugh so hard. Oh, God.
Second order effects.
So good. Okay. Whoa. You started editing and then I lost my place.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. There. I found the story.
Yes.
We have the dog story. Did you want to read it or do you want me to read it?
Sure. According to police in Tennessee, a man was grazed by a bullet after his dog's paw got stuck in the gun trigger guard, causing the weapon to fire. Officers with Memphis Police Department responded to an accidental injury at a home in the Fraser neighborhood around 3:50 a.m. Jesus. On scene, officers spoke with a man who said he was lying on his bed with a female friend when his dog, a pit bull puppy named Oreo, jumped on the bed. The dog's paw got stuck in the gun's trigger guard and ended up hitting the trigger, according to police. Why was your gun? Okay.
You know what though? Normally I don't believe these stories. I believe this one.
Yes.
Because this is just weird enough. Like, I wouldn't have thought to make this up.
Right. When the gun went off, the victim was grazed by a bullet in his upper left thigh. He was taken to the hospital with non-critical condition. The victim's family say both he and Oreo are doing fine.
Is Oreo the girlfriend or the dog?
The dog.
Oh, okay.
Police say the man's friend left the home after the incident, taking the gun with her.
Oh, it was her gun.
Officers found shell casings on the front room floor. What the? Okay, now I don't believe this. MPD encourages gun owners to use gun locks when storing their guns. Okay, so homie and his girl are in bed doing the horizontal tango.
And
but they put the gun on the bed for some reason because, you know, the movement and shit. Dog jumps up. Somehow foot gets into trigger guard and puts enough.
It's still too. I kind of believe this one.
Yeah,
like the guy, like they didn't have kids in the house, so it's just like, oh, my gats on my nightstand, you know.
Yeah, but then he jumped up on the bed.
I know, but like,
why did she take the gun and why was the shell casing in the front room?
I don't know.
It was a candlestick in the conservatory.
It could. We were playing Clue last night. It could have flung the cases out there. You don't know how tiny their house was.
Or got caught in her clothes while she was putting them on to leave with the firearm. Because I also flee accidental shootings when they happen.
I just want to mention that off to the right of this story, there was a headline of a woman who was just like a Kentucky woman arrested for shooting and killing her mother, and she's fucking hideous. Like, this is a very ugly woman. Like, she looks like somebody who would shoot her mom. Anyway, okay. There were things that we got to from our last episode that we didn't quite get to. Manny was a lot of fun. That was a good time. Okay. Nope, I'm not going to come back to that because he's not here anymore. I wanted to ask him about that, but he's not here. Competition versus baddie. What does that mean?
Yeah. So, there is a video I posted to our Reddit. I don't know if it actually posted successfully, but it is one of only 2 or 3 cases that I am aware of an actual competition shooter getting into a self-defense shooting on camera. It's from Brazil.
Oh, that was the video that wouldn't work.
Yeah. I was having because I tried to like clip it so that it was just like the shooting portion of it and without
just post the link.
Because it was active self-protection video, and because it's age restricted. That didn't help. Yes, I under. Oh yeah. So, for those who have not seen this video,
including me, I still haven't seen it.
Say what? I'll figure out how to unfuck this, but. So these
screen record. Can you screen record on your ghetto Android phone?
I mean, I don't know. Anyways, to continue the recording, what happens is this guy sees on his security camera several gentlemen trying to break into his car, and he picks up. This is in Brazil, so he's an IPSC shooter, and he picks up what I think is his like limited gun. Or is there whatever their equivalent of limited is, standard. And so he like walks up to these 2 dudes and they start like accosting him because he's like, hey guys, like, will you leave my car alone? And they walk up and are like, hey, fuck you, buddy. So he's got his hands up and he like sees that one of them has a gun and they're like starting to like frisk him. So he like spins around, draws his gun, shoots one of the guys like 6 times then as as the guy starts running away, he transitions to the guy running away, puts like 4 into that dude, sees the dude that he shot 6 times moving, so he turns back and transitions to him, shoots him like 5 more times, and then shoots until empty towards like the getaway driver.
God, I want to see this video.
I put it in the rundown. You can.
Okay.
The shooting starts at 1:10.
Okay. Oh yes, I understand, and I wish to proceed. 1:10, you said?
Yep.
How do you?
Huh?
How do you know that it was a competition shooter? Oh God.
John Correa, the host, says it.
He moves around like one though. Holy shit!
Yeah.
Like that guy's dead already.
Yeah.
Like he's like TV dead. Like holy shit. He shot a lot of rounds.
Yep.
That's the thing that I've noticed more than anything lately is when I'm watching TV shows, like I still like, God, I'm old. I'm like rewatching NCIS. It'll be like the one shot and boom, they're dead.
Yep. Yeah, the one shot to the arm that kills him, or like the karate chop to the neck.
It'll be like to the chest, but like one shot to the chest, you're not, unless you literally explode the heart and all the blood just sort of like deflates into your chest cavity, like you're not, the lights aren't getting shut off that quickly.
Right.
You know, I mean, there are heart attacks where it's just literally like, bang, you're dead. So like there probably is if you get hit in the right spot and blood drains out of everywhere, but usually there's going to be a little bit of time before you're actually even unconscious.
Yep.
So,
but yeah, no, that dude is very dead. He only shot him like 12 times or something like that, and then exchanges fire. But John Correa says at the start that all he says is high level competition shooter. I don't know, does that mean he's beat? Do they have classes in IPSC?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, but yeah, it is one of 2 competition shooters that I know of that have videos of them killing someone.
Not
the
video.
other one's a cop.
There was one in Minnesota a number of years ago. There's not video of it that I know of. And it was not Minneapolis. I want to say it was in St. Cloud, Minnesota, but I'm not 100% sure. But it was like I want to say it was in a department store in a mall or something, and the guy who was a competition shooter happened to be there and was carrying, and yeah.
There's one of the shootings in Texas. I think it was at a like Dra Mohammed thing, and so of course some Muslim guys were like, get fucked, and showed up with AKs, and apparently the security guy that shot him is a grandmaster in USPSA, but I read that on like one forum and one comment, so I know no more information than that. And then the McBride, she's the LA cop who basically this guy is like got a knife and like running around after a car accident and starts going towards her, and she goes bop 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 bop, fires I think it was 6 or 8 times, hits the guy 6 or 8 times.
Yeah.
And the family did try to sue, claiming that because she was a competition shooter, she was firing doubles into him that didn't, and they tried to question like the last pair of them.
Yeah.
They said were too far after the threat or something like that. And I think she was cleared for that, but then she got in trouble for other things. It was a whole interesting thing.
Yeah. I found an article about it, but it's far too long. So I'm just going to tell you, patreon.com/notanothershootingshow. It's only $3.57 a month, and you get every second of this episode included with that. Patreon.com/notanothershootingshow. It is just $3.57 a month, and you will get all of this episode